Well, as always, if you've had fun in the cross cars, the next logical thing to do would be to bring out the trucks. And that's what we're going to do for the Just a Trim Lawn Care Fixed Pro Lite Series here at AMX. And I am joined by Cody Harrelson this time. Cody, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, we're ready to watch some truck action, that's for sure, Frank.
Yeah, it's the trucks are just a classic here at Bark River, so I'm sure a lot of drivers are eager to jump in them and have some fun. We got a few more minutes here as everyone gets their last couple laps in. Looking at Sean Winkler right now, is he's sitting fourth overall as far as fast time goes tonight. But again, if you are playing along, I want to invite everyone to go get tonight's picks in for your fantasy. Nick Nowak is leading us in this one with Eddie Farnes behind him. I'm doing all I can to tread water behind them with Anthony James right behind me and Dale Sharp. So amxiracing.com/fantasy, you have up until the main event to get your picks in. So keep an eye out as to who is fast tonight and who you think will bring home a win for you. Otherwise, as far as winning goes, looking at the standings going into tonight, we have Cody Winecki, Sean Winkler, Zach Drapkin, and Chase Greer. The top four there, no change there. Connor Berry shooting up 5 positions into 5th. Drake Matag, Nick Nowak dropping a little bit. Taylor Van Den Bush, Eddie Farnes, and Dale Sharp round out the top 10. So, Cody, any surprise there?
Well, not really. I mean, looking at the leaderboard for practice and looking at the leaderboard for the points, they kind of match each other, so.
And I will point out as well, if you are tuning in, we're live on all the streams. However, if you go over to amxiracing.com, you can check out the onboards. We got, looks like Sean Winkler, Zach Drapkin, and Joseph Brooks sharing some streams. So if you want to see your favorite drivers put down some laps, you can go over there and see what they're seeing. Looks like checker flag is coming out, so then we're going to wave everybody in and go right into it tonight. 10 trucks will make up the field for round 6. As looks like we're just doing one heat race. Let's see how they draw. We got Nathan Metoxen out front. Good for him. That's haven't seen that often. Cody Winecki outside of him. Sean Winkler, Zach Clifton, Chase Greer, Nick Nowak, Dale Sharp, Joseph Brooks, Anthony James, and Zach Drapkin round it out. So
Frank, you got the daggers out already this morning or this afternoon?
So 4 laps will make up the heat. And we'll wait for these guys to get the command to start rolling. As they roll, we'll take a look at this guy right here. The one, the only Zach Drapkin, a fan favorite. Is he getting focused for tonight? We also have Sean Winkler sharing his stream. And then we got Joseph Brooks allowing you to ride along with him. So that's who we got over at amxiracing.com.
Yeah, definitely love the versatility of seeing some of the guys in person hard at work and seeing Joseph's on board of his actual screen. As we get ready for the green flag, Nathan Metoxen with the early jump over that's not Connor Berry, that's Cody Winecki, I believe.
That is, looks like Sean Winkler up in the mix as well. As they get ready to take the official flag here at Bark River.
Green.
Nathan keeping that early lead over Cody. Sean in third, Chase fourth, and Nick Nowak's rounding out your top 5 early. Nathan gonna push wide going through the cemetery corner. That's gonna open the door for Cody Winecki to look on his inside. Going through the set of S turns. Cody Winecki in the third line, getting the drive out. New leader.
It's good to see Nathan Metoxen up there. He's had speed this season. I think he just kind of gets some bad bounces and some bad luck. But Sean Winkler is going to definitely challenge him for that second spot.
As he leaves the door open again, and Sean's going to take that with Chase now looking to find his way around.
Got Nick Nowak up to fifth. He's up one position from where we started. Zach
Yeah, just taking his time, not really being pressured too much as I say that. Zach Clifton just goes right around him like he was standing still.
We're right on board with Joseph Brooks as we watch him challenge Nick Nowak. We get into really the technical portion here.
Yeah, it's hard to go too wide through there as everybody single files back out. We'll see if he can mount a run up here on Nick going into the whoop section.
Got a good battle for third here. Nathan dropping back to fourth.
Chase found his way around. Now he's going to try and run down your top 2. Cody Winecki putting a 1.2 second gap over Sean.
Looks like most everyone's finding their rhythm right now. Not too much movement through the field. We'll watch Clifton for a minute as he tries to close the gap on Nathan. Nathan looking to not go down another position.
Yeah, looking at timing and scoring, Clifton's been faster of the two the last few laps, Frank, so Nathan's going to have to try and find something as Clifton catches the inside berm. That's going to throw him off.
Yeah, I'll throw this up here. Winecki, the last time by, was the fastest lap of 1:16.15. Looks like the next closest one behind him would be Winkler with the 16:33. So, yeah, he's fast tonight.
As Nathan's starting to put a little bit of pressure back on Chase.
White flag's out this time.
One more time around for your race leader. Does Sean have anything to bring to the table to try and catch him? Nathan's still trying to mount that charge back up to Chase.
Back up front with Sean Winkler. As he's giving it everything he's got.
Man, they make it look so smooth, don't they?
They really do. And I got to get myself one of those direct drive wheels.
Christmas list, Frank. Christmas list.
Absolutely. And it's going to be checkered flag this time by going to Mr. Cody Winecki, Sean Winkler behind him, and Chase Greer. Your top three. So I'm kind of curious to see how they do the trophy dash here with one heat, but I'm sure Race Control will figure it out. We'll let them have a minute to
They will
sort
correct
out.
me if I'm wrong. They'll correct me if I'm wrong, Frank, but I believe it's going to be the top 4.
Okay. That would make sense. Just take them right out of the heat. Just waiting to see who's going to come on to the track.
Sean definitely did do a great job there, Sherry. Can't wait to see him maybe give Winecki a little bit of pressure tonight. And it looks like your top 4 have rolled out on the track as they get double filed ready. It's going to be 2 laps the distance.
Yeah, let them all get information here. Yeah, the 19 of Nathan's eager to get him up there. He wants that a fair shot at that win.
It's like we might be taking the green at start finish. We do. Cody with the early jump on our dash for cash. Over Sean Winkler, Chase Greer, and Nathan Matoxen.
It should just be a 2-lap sprint for these guys. Winner walks away with $5, but if I remember correctly, I believe they're just pretty much paying it forward, so the pot is just growing each and every week. So that's what I love about this league, the sportsmanship and just the fun nature of it. Yeah, it looks like Nathan getting up onto the berm there is going to lose some time.
We'll definitely have to see what they do for the if the pot makes it to the end this year, Frank. We'll see what fun thing they can come up with. Last year, everybody that was in a dash for cash race got a shot at it at the total pot. So we'll see what we can't figure out. As Cody Winecki opening up a couple truck length lead over Sean.
Sean's making it happen. He's keeping him in his sights, that's for sure.
Sean studying, trying to find that little bit of speed that Cody has. Chase back there in third, not letting that top 2 out of his sight. He's trying to learn too and trying to give these guys something for tonight's feature.
So that gap between these two is evaporating quickly.
Yeah, Cody did not have a good stint through that S section there out of Cemetery Corner. As they come into the technical part of the track, we'll see what these guys have for your leader.
It's like Chase making a good effort there. But it's going to go to Cody. So with that should open up the track for everybody else to come on out. And while they get a couple laps in, let's revisit, well, 2 weeks ago when we were at Wild West for round 5.
Early race misfortune, and he is not doing too bad. Pulled himself up to 7th.
Back up front. Looks like our biggest movers right now. Drake Tag up 7. Anthony James up 7. Dale Sharp's up 5. Eddie Partis up 5. So we got some movers coming through the pack. We're very quickly starting to run out of laps.
As these guys start to get single filed out. Frank, for a minute I thought we weren't going to have any trucks left.
Yeah, it's to kind of go from the cross cars where it's like a yard sale out there with parts and pieces everywhere out on the track. A Pro 2 light race, that's looking really good. Speaking of looking really good, we got to give a shout out to Connor Berry. The first couple of races, pretty rough, but he's putting it together tonight. Shout out to him. Working really well. Tag not too far behind, and then looks like Sean Winkler starting to pressure Anthony James for that last podium spot.
Anthony doing everything he can. Anthony doing everything he can to hold him back at bay. Pulls just a little bit coming through turn 1.
Sean's always good about running clean. He's going to make the effort, but he's not going to put Anthony in a bad position, at least potentially.
These guys are going to go too wide over the start-finish jump.
It's hard to look anywhere else on the track. I was going to see if there's another battle, but all eyes are on these two right now. Taylor Van Den Bush looking to capitalize as these two battle. Driving low, but Anthony's going to be more or less set up for the inside here. Connor Berry's going to take the win. Just like that, it's coming to an end. Drake the tag, a good run. Looks like John's going to take it over Anthony with Taylor Van Den Bush. Well, Connor and Drake had a great run last week. A bummer they're not out here tonight. Connor Berry had a great showing in the cross cars before this, but wondering if scheduling conflicts just aren't going to allow him to make his way out here tonight. But nonetheless, if you have not yet, make sure you get your fantasy picks in. We got a few more minutes here in warm-up before we lock them in. So you've had a chance to see everyone run. Make your picks, and let's see how we do. Looks like by my timing should be just another minute and a half before we wave these guys in. And
yeah, we should see them getting lined up here any minute now.
yeah, while we wait, we'll go ahead and let Joseph show us what a lap looks like. And I got to give a shout out to his mom, who's been here every week. Talk about support. I love to see it. So this one's for you, Carol. All right, checker flag's out. We're going to wave them in. And we'll introduce the field for tonight's round 6 main event. So, credited out front, Cody Winecki, Sean Winkler outside of him, Chase Greer, Nathan Metoxen, Nick Nowak, Joseph Brooks, Zach Drapkin, Anthony James, Dale Sharp, and Zach Clifton will make up the field. 13 laps. We'll do a caution halfway through, as always. They get their fast repair, and drivers going to the rear. Connor Berry, Drake Matag not making it, but Sean Winkler will have to make his way on up.
As we get everybody gridded up here, you'll see Sean pull over and yield to the field. He'll tag on to the rear, and hopefully we can see him up towards the front by our comp caution and maybe make things interesting on Winecki.
Yeah, so just like we saw in the heat race, these guys will do pretty much go through the rhythm section here, then fire off right after the pit road exit, that archway you see right up there, and then race to the green flag. We'll see if Nathan Metoxen can keep it out front.
He got a good jump off that heat race, but this time Winecki's going to be in control of the field. We'll see how Nathan does here. As we go green flag racing, Winecki able to get that whole shot. Chase looking to Nathan's inside. Nathan goes a little bit wider than I'm sure he wanted to, but able to keep that third spot.
Green flag.
As it looks like everybody able to make it through the rhythm section for that first time pretty easily. Winecki with already a 1 second advantage over the field. Zach Drapkin dialed in.
Yeah, he is focused to run down Joseph Brooks right now.
Zach using that chrome horn, letting people know he's there. As everybody files off into the right-hander here. Back into the rhythm section. Nick Nowak making his way up into third place.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good run right now. Looking off his back rear bumper.
He's been consistently up towards the front of the field all year, so just try not to make too many mistakes here and leaving doors open for other guys to sneak their nose in. But back up front, Chase starting to close in on Cody.
Drapkin off track. I saw him fall rapidly through the timing tower. Looks like he's got it back up and going. Sorry about that, Cody. Just one of those things that catches your eye.
No, you're good. As we got Anthony and Nathan making a tight battle here.
Got the 54 of Brooks in there as well. Oh,
As Anthony got the inside K-rail.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself for that one. Fortunately, that's happening now where he can still get the repair done. But that always breaks my heart when that happens. Brooks up and over.
Joseph.
Talk about
not
some
the
style.
best of landings. As we go back up front, Frank, our battle's closed into 3 4/10 of a second for that lead spot.
Yeah, we'll watch these two for a little bit. Throughout the entire series, Winecki and Gear have just been pretty much glued to each other.
Yeah, Chase just studying that back bumper right now. Trying to find any sort of weakness that Cody might have. Any sort of mistake.
It's like a little bit further back. We got Winkler, Drapkin.
John making his way up through the field. That caution still in his back pocket. Trying to get every position he can before it comes out.
And as far as big movers go right now, the only two I'm seeing is Nick Nowak up 2 positions and Dale Sharp up 2 positions. So, not too much shuffling through the field.
John, of course, up a bunch of spots, but doesn't unfortunately get credited with hard charger. Since he was in the top 3 last week, he had to drop to the rear.
Yeah, really throughout the field, this is kind of your closest battle on the track right now. Watch the focus of Zach. He tries to reel in Sean. Then Nathan Metoxen coming into view as well. We'll jump
they're
up
going to race
and,
back to...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
They're going to race back to the start-finish line this time by, and then they'll get the comp caution. As Cody Winecki's still out front, he's opened up that gap a little bit over Chase. He's going to be your leader at the comp caution. Chase is going to be second. Nick Nowak third.
At least I thought they were under caution. It might be one more time around, judging by how they're driving it.
It is one more time around, Frank. You had me all confused off the start. Comp caution will be lap 7.
You
Sorry
said it
about
with
that.
so much confidence. I was just along for the ride there. Well, while these guys come back around, we'll check in with this battle here. Nathan, Sean, and Zach. Ooh.
Gotta
Sean.
fire our graphics guy, Frank.
Yeah, there'll be some reprimands in the future, that's for sure.
As Sean and Drapkin beating the back bumper off of Nathan's truck.
We'll shoot back up front real quick.
As Winecki this time around takes the comp caution, followed by Chase, Nick Nowak.
And let's see if Nathan's going to be able to hold on to it, and looks like he
Nathan
will.
Metoxen, Sean Winkler, and Zach Drapkin. That's going to round out your top 6.
Now it looks like Cody's slowing up. So we'll let those who need it get their fast repair. Looks like no one's a lap down, so we can just kind of regather here and allow these guys to finish out the rest of the race.
In normal AMX fashion, it's going to be a Delaware double file restart. The leader, Cody's going to have the front row all to himself. Chase is going to get his choice of the inside or outside lane. Nick's going to take the opposite. And then everybody else is going to be evens left, odds right through the rest of the field.
Looks like Cody's been given the thumbs up to start rolling. And where they fired before is where they will fire again. Right up there, that archway.
Well, Frank, let's see what kind of curveball this restart can throw. As Cody comes into the restart zone. And we are back green flag racing. Everybody's going to barrel down into this right-hand sweeper. Top 3 is going to get single filed out. Sean's going to get around Metoxen. And he's going to drag Drapkin right through there with him.
Zapkin having a great restart, considering he got shuffled back there early in the first half of this race.
Yeah, Metoxen going to fall back to 6th place now as he's under attack by Joseph.
Pretty much just follow the train right now.
Nathan just not able to get that truck to balance out the way he was hoping.
Nick Nowak having a great race. I'm happy to see him up towards the front.
Yeah, but don't look now, Frank. Sean is hunting him down. And he's going to start putting that pressure on. Sean wants that 3rd spot again. Come back
Sean's
to the front.
One of those guys, he will take it. If you're not careful, if you give him an inch, he'll stick that nose in there, move you out of the way, and He knows how to manipulate those trucks.
He does it with so much respect too, Frank. Always love having a good battle with him. As we look back up front, Chase still just kind of mirroring what our leader's doing, looking, just trying to find that way around.
It's like both Cody and Chase able to open up a bit of a gap over Nick. And Sean, I'm sure, is going to want to get up there and get in that battle. So the sooner he can get around Nick, the better if he wants to compete for a win here. Because with the horsepower, yeah, these trucks are so evenly matched.
Yeah, sure. He definitely does respect everybody. I mean, like I said before, he's one of the best drivers I've ever had the pleasure of battling with, so. As Nick now pulling just a little bit away from Sean.
Yeah, I have a feeling Sean's playing a little bit of defense with the attack coming from Drapkin right now. Like you said, that's going to allow Nowak to open up a bit of breathing room, which I'm sure he's really appreciating right now, as the laps are really starting to tick away here.
Yeah, 10 in the books, 3 more to go.
Jump back up front, watch these two. And I've been kind of halfway paying attention at lap times, but it looks like Nick is starting to kind of close that gap a little bit.
Yeah, Nick, fastest truck last time by.
Yeah, 1:16.55. The leaders, Winecki 1:16.89 last time by, and then Chase is 1:16.94. So Nick definitely putting on a charge right now.
Yeah, he's quick. He knows what he can and can't do in that truck. Thing he's got the most working for him is he knows how to be consistent, and that's ultimately what's going to pay off for him in the long run.
Drapkin's still trying to work on Winkler.
As we look at the board this time by, Cody's going to best Nick just by a few tenths of a second, but Nick still second quickest on the board there. As Cody now opening up about a 1.5 second gap over Chase. He's starting to get that breathing room he desperately wants.
Looks like Dale jumping into the pits as Cody Winecki is going to bring him to the white flag this time by.
Yeah, this battle for fourth place is about the closest we have right now, Frank. As
Yeah, these two just.
Drapkin just
I was gonna say these two have been
teammates just trying to
glued
find the best
together.
of each other. These guys know each other pretty well. Teammates on and off the track, both running for racecraft.
I was gonna say I think at this point Zach's just gonna push Sean. Like, we'll get up there one way or another.
As we're going to look back up front, coming through these final sets of corners. Winnecke through this rhythm section for the final time tonight. Just got to push his truck through it one more time as he comes through the final corner. Your winner tonight, Cody Winnecke. Chase Garum second. Nick Nowak bringing it home in third. Sean fourth. Zach Drapkin fifth. Matoxin sixth. Looks like Clifton going to be seventh. Anthony eighth. And Joseph Brooks and Dale Sharp are going to round out your field.
Yeah, so while these drivers bring it back around for the photo op, we'll see who we can grab for some interviews. Cody, keep an eye out. Let me know when someone walks by so we can grab them.
As we got our third place finisher, Frank. Nick, you got us?
I gotcha. Whew. Wow,
So,
what a race. Holy cow.
I think this might be the first time we've got to talk to you after the race this year, Nick.
It is. It's first time in a while. I've had some fifth, sixth places, but tonight ran really good. I had a good truck and felt good out there, so it was nice to finally get to the podium and talk to you guys.
Yeah, you were definitely looking good. At one point, you were actually the fastest truck on the track.
Wow.
And, yeah, you just kept reeling in those top two. And, I mean, just take us through that last few laps when, I mean, at one point, Sean was right there on your bumper, and then you just started kind of driving away.
Yeah, the restart I knew. I saw Sean was coming up there, and so was Zach. And as you guys both know, and everybody that watches these, those two guys are bad fast. Cody and Chase in front of me, and my goal was just to try and get away. And I saw Sean get within 3/10, and I'm like, oh no, here he comes. I could hear him outside the truck, and I'm like, here he comes. Kind of buckled down, focused in, looked forward at Chase, and started following him, and kind of hit my marks. And I could see that gap pulling away a little bit. And to do that to Sean feels amazing because he is one of the fastest guys on the sim. So it was a great night. I feel very happy with my third place finish tonight.
Yeah, like I said, you just looked good. Can't wait to see you out there again next week, and hopefully we can look forward to talking to you again. But go ahead and give out shout out to your friends, family, and sponsors.
Yeah, first and foremost, I got to thank all the guys over at AMX iRacing. They're absolute best, most fun guys to race with. I also want to thank Refuse to Lift for media for all the broadcast of all the our races and stuff like that. Those guys are great. Make sure to go check out the AMX iRacing Facebook page and the web page and all that stuff like that for everything on there. It's really cool. Go check it out. So I also want to thank my real life sponsors, Canner Auto Body. Also want to thank BGM Racing, In Theory Motorsports, and Borschinger Sim Sports, I think it is. Them hopping on board and helping with some of the other stuff in the AMX series this year. It's been great having all those guys on board.
Frank, you got anything else before we kick him out of here?
No, I just knew it was only a matter of time before I saw you up there, and I purposely did not say your name the entire time to make sure that I do not get blamed if anything happened. But Nick, you are one of those guys. You're a favorite to watch, and it's just well deserved. And I'm happy to finally have a chance to talk to you up here.
Me too. I this league is. We were talking about it in the lineup earlier, just in chat. And I don't know if you guys caught it, but we're looking around and seeing the field, and it's a little bit smaller field tonight, like you guys saw too. But It's a stacked field. The guys come out for AMX are no joke. So to even finish in top 3 is like a win in a lot of other leagues and series and stuff like that. So I am beyond happy to get here. The only thing I need to look at is, do I got to go to the back next week? Because I don't want to do that.
Hell, it is
Yeah.
Lucas Oil, so we'll be praying
Oh,
for
maybe
you.
in the back won't be that bad over there. So yeah, but you know what? I'll take it. A top 3. Just focus on the good parts, right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Well,
sir. Well, hopefully we'll get to speaking with you soon, Nick, and
Yep.
good luck.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everything you guys do.
so with that, let's see if we can't hunt down Chase. Chase, how are you doing tonight? Another great run. I saw you giving Winecki everything you had, and then also at the same time, I'm sure you saw Noak coming up behind you. How did you manage tonight? Just kind of those two pressures.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it everything I had. I didn't have anything for Winecki tonight. He was bad fast in this, and with this track, it just takes a little bit to make a little bit of a mistake and allow someone to get up to your rear bumper. But I could, every now and again, he'd make a mistake. I could just get to where I could barely tuck a nose, but never quite got in position to try to make it for a pass. So then Nick was right there behind me the whole way. So just was able to try to keep the mistakes to a minimum and just try to keep it smooth. So it was a good race.
I have to agree with that. You got the recipe for success, so I'm sure going into to Wheatland next week, you're just going to keep driving forward. You're a professional, you know how to do this, so I guess with that, I'll let you give a shout out to any friends, family, people who help you week in, week out, um, put on a performance for us.
Yeah, got to thank Willow Mountain Lumber LLC, Race Treads. Got to thank AMX iRacing for putting on the series again, Just a Trim Lawn Care for sponsoring the Pro Lights, Winecki Motorsports, BGM Racing, and got to thank you guys with Refuse to Lift Media for another awesome broadcast. So Wheatland will be a really interesting one. That one is usually pretty chaotic, but makes for some awesome racing. It's a really fun technical track, so I really encourage everyone to tune in. It'll be a show.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, I'll let you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again here real soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And we got tonight's winner, Cody Winecki.
How you doing?
Oh, we're enjoying the performance that you put on tonight. Just absolute domination.
Yeah, we tried in this Channel 199 truck.
Yeah, I mean, you've been killer all year, Cody. I mean, what's it take to be on top at, the level that not only AMX, but you're running up front a lot in the other series that you run? I mean, what's it take to just be up there consistently?
Well, you said it right there. Consistency is key, and just being smooth with the wheel, and the everybody wants to win, so everybody's hungry, and you just gotta think about racing yourself and not get caught up in the chaos.
Yeah, we saw Sean putting a little bit of pressure on you through that heat race there, but he had to tag to rear the field from finishing top 3 last week, and wasn't quite able to just get up to you through that comp caution. I mean, did you think during the heat that he had anything for you, or?
No, I felt pretty confident in these pro lights, but for sure, Chase, good job to him keeping it clean, and it was just a fun race, and glad to see the racecraft boys climb their way up.
Well, go ahead and give out that shout out to your friends, family, and sponsors, and we'll let you get back to enjoying that win.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Channel 199, Track Racer, Racecraft, Polaris Racing, MRT Tires, Top Box Racing, Winecki Motorsports, my wife, and thank you guys for a great league. And I can't wait to go back and watch the replay. And you guys have a good night.
Yeah, we'll look forward to talking to you again next week, Cody.
Look forward to it.
Well, with that, we'll just kind of take a look at the schedule again. Because we missed last week, everything got pushed. So next week we'll be at Lucas Oil, then out to Wild West, and then we'll wrap it up at Crandon to crown a champion. So with that, Cody, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming out and calling the action with me. It's always been a lot of fun. And make sure everyone tune in next week. Same time, same place, Tuesdays, as we want to make it the home for AMX iRacing off-road. So be sure to have a good night. We'll see you next week.